Happy
Yeah.
birthday, Mama
Yeah,
Leo.
yeah.
Mama Leo birthday in the
Big shout
chat.
out to Mama Leo. Big up to her. Shout out to her.
But no, I did want to, before you get started with anything else, Byron, I did want to thank you for everything that you've done for everybody individually and together on the Flex Zone. You know, just you've been been a big help and a good inspiration.
No problem, man. That's what I'm here for. Like I said, I don't know everything. I
And
might not can
and
do everything, but if I can help one, I can help everybody.
Raj did text me earlier. He said as far as the what's name, he said he'll definitely have his half within the next couple of days after he takes care of a couple of bills for business.
Got you. Yeah, man.
And
Keep
you
me
were
posted.
asking me
Like I said,
about Becky.
no problem. Yeah, I was gonna ask you. That was my next
Oh
question. I was
yeah,
gonna ask you and
as far
Lamar because I know y'all watched
Um,
it. Y'all watched it last night, right?
yeah, I
yeah,
watched it.
we didn't
Even though I didn't
we didn't make
stream,
last
but
night, but but I still watched it.
How
There
you
um,
feel
she
about
is.
it, Leo?
um, I have mixed feelings right now. Honestly, here's the reason being is simply because yeah, I understand that her winning the championship, it was a great moment because she's never won the championship. But it's like, what does that do overall? What does that do long term? Or is she going to be a transitional champion? Is she going to be doing the way Dominic's been doing? And my problem I've been having with a lot of people is if they're already going to be taking the championships and floating between brands, why can't the NXT talent do the same thing? Why can't some of the NXT talent go up and take some of the main roster championships and come down? I think they should be making it fair and instead of making it seem like, well, as soon as somebody comes down the first day, they win a championship. We've seen Dolph Ziggler do with the NXT title. The only thing I would agree with Dominic, it makes sense because we know he can't really beat anybody on the main roster for their titles right now. So putting him in NXT and letting him win a championship, if the ultimate goal was for everybody and Judgment Day to hold some type of goal, that from that story perspective, it makes sense. But when you just have it for the sake of the moment and there's nothing really coming out of it, that's a problem I have right there. And it's like, who do you have her drop it to? Because whoever she's dropping to is gonna be a heel. It's gonna probably have to be some shenanigans or an injury angle to have her legitimately lose that championship because nobody has been built up to quote unquote beat her clean for that championship.
That's
So
why I
it's just
just
a
would
question
have
of who it
rather had
is.
them. I just would have rather them had Tiffany Stratton beat her, whether she cheated or whatever. They could have just had her beat her.
And then also I did talk about that. A couple weeks ago, I talked about that. I think before Terry Sharp dropped the title about who was going to beat her. I think with the way they're doing Dana Brooke right now in NXT, it's a possibility. It might be a very small possibility, but it's a possibility that she could be the only one I could see possibly defeating Becky for the simple fact is they have history and she has beaten Becky before. And if her being a heel and having a faction, it could work.
Speaking of the WWE merch, I got a picture to show y'all that just made me took my attention away from AEW. But yeah, I didn't like the fact that they made Tiffany Stratton lose. I love Tiffany Stratton, and she didn't deserve that.
And I was gonna say I'm kind of feeling the same as Leo, but at the same time, it's like I can also agree with him. Like I feel like they should
Oh,
have like
Lord have
Carmelo
mercy.
Hayes or a couple of other main title holders like switch it up and maybe defend their title, their NXT title on the main roster. To switch it up to give it a extra boost for the business and for the fans, and maybe
Yeah,
that'll like give them one
put
closer to coming to the main roster.
Put them
yeah
on like
put Mello in.
these.
Honest, that's what I'm
Because
saying.
remember,
Like I see it, they need to make it happen.
so I think they
So
were
they're not.
doing talking about this for SummerSlam, right? For SummerSlam, they were talking about having NXT title matches be involved at SummerSlam. What I think they should do going forward, even if it's not on every pay-per-view, maybe at their big pay-per-views like Rumble, Mania, SummerSlam, you can have
Like the
NXT be
small ones.
featured on those shows and have them
Yeah.
defend their titles like they kind of did with SummerSlam. Not SummerSlam, Survivor Series in 2019.
Have them defend it like in the pre-show or something,
Nah, because nobody really watches the pre-show. They don't really.
make it a part of the card match cards.
True.
Yeah, that Pete Dunne Adam was it Pete Dunne Adam Cole, I think.
Pete
Yeah,
Dunne, and then this is around when they did Adam Cole versus Seth Rollins, Gunther versus Seth Rollins. Before back then, it was called Walter. They done Seth Rollins and Adam Cole. I think those were just some great matches, and I think I would love to see Carmelo Hayes go over to the Raw and SmackDown, mix it up with some talent there as well.
That's what I'm saying. Like, have him maybe go against Gunther, or have him go against, like the US champ. Like switch it up, do something.
Yeah,
Definitely,
but
if they're using this Hurt Business thing, put him on SmackDown with them.
Make it title for title. Spice it up
and
a
then
little something.
they're building a story with Wesley because he says after losing last night, he's done with NXT.
So I feel like he might come to the Hurt Business, or he might make his way to the main roster pretty soon. If that's the case,
I think he would be a great fit. He would be a great fit.
I think he'd be a great fit for the Hurt Business, or just for the Raw roster in general. Because if the storyline is accurate, who knows? We might see him, within the next. We might see him in the next couple pay-per-views, or for a surprise. Honestly,
because we're gonna get Ilya Dragunov and Carmelo Hayes at Takeover. We're getting
Mustafa and Dom and No Mercy.
Dominic. We're getting Braun Breaker versus Baron Corbin.
Yep.
And it looks like they're turning Corbin face.
Oh yeah, because then, looks like Daniel Bryan going back on the shelf.
Yeah, I saw that last night. I was like, Lord, they do it for the horsewomen, or Becky and Charlotte anyway.
Well, yeah. I mean, at least they are Grand Slam champions, because
Bailey's been losing lately. Bailey's been getting pinned the last couple of weeks by Shotzi.
Yeah, Shotzi. Yeah, when they had Shotzi and Charlotte in the tag match.
And then I know in next week, I believe we're getting Asuka versus Io.
Why are they not just doing that?
I think that's this week.
It's next week. Yeah, I saw that. It's next week. But I don't know why they do that now. They put the title matches on Friday. I get it, but that match needs to be on the pay-per-view. That is a quality.
And then, it really does without Bailey and what's her name on ringside, honestly.
Yeah. Matter of fact, I'd be cool if they just waited to build it up till SummerSlam. Shoot, they don't have to rush and give it to us.
Build it up till Mania of next year, honestly, or something different.
And then now Nia Jax is back, and it looks like they're going to be having her be part of that make a triple threat. Okay, I give my thoughts and opinions on it. I'm iffy on it because I feel like she could work in a sense because I think one of the things that the women division is lacking is a true powerhouse. Yes, I understand in a sense you could say Rhea Ripley can be a powerhouse, but not. But at the same time, I really don't know. I mean, like a true powerhouse all around, and I think she could fit that bill. But the only way I would be okay with her being back is if she's not injuring people. If she's safer, I'm all for it. But if she starts giving people concussions, that's when I'm gonna have a problem.
Well, I was going to say they both kind of the powerhouse, and so I mean we got to see her since she came back. We got to see where her new persona, as far as getting the title and going to title shots. We got to see where it all goes. Because she's been gone for a minute.
I just wish they would use the women they had. They got plenty of women they don't use, and they could have did them.
Because you look at the Raw roster right now, because there's so many people that can be going up against Rhea.
Anderson Ray, you got Indy Hartwell. I think Xia Lee's on Raw.
Xia Li, you got, and then they pretty much pairing up Zoe Stark and Shayna Baszler.
You could have did Zoe.
Yeah, that's a new tag team
work though.
Zoe
and Shayna, that's a new
work.
Tag now. But I said that.
Or have it like Rhea versus Piper Niven.
The thing about it is they just had Shayna in a goddamn tag team. Lamar, you're right. If they wanted a powerhouse, they could have just did Piper Niven for right now if they really wanted to.
Yeah,
but they got her in a tag team division with Chelsea Green.
But they got try to, which is stupid.
Matter of fact, I would have preferred that. Just do Piper Niven. If you're gonna have Raquel lose, which we knew was gonna happen,
or have Piper versus Rhea.
Yeah, do Piper Niven, then let Rhea run through Piper Niven. Then maybe if you want to bring Nia Jax back, but don't just bring her back just because.
Or make it interesting. Make it like Rhea versus Piper Niven versus not. Spice it up. Do something different.
Yeah, I just don't like the
make them all three powerhouses of WWE all in one triple threat match for the women's division. Or something
crazy, man.
I don't know. I have mixed emotions about it, but it's cool. And all of me and Leo were talking about earlier, but before that, I saw that Rumble is in Tampa, and Florida is like my secondary home because wifey's not that far from Tampa. And me and Leo both peeped it that Mr. Hip Swivel Pancake Man Big E is from Tampa, so he might make his return in the Rumble.
That wouldn't be a bad Rumble to go to, actually.
In Tampa, yeah, and that's right before Mania. And I'm like, y'all
I'm gonna
playing with
try
my
to.
emotions, knowing. Yeah, I mean, that could be done.
Yeah, that's what I said. Now, that could be another thing. 1 year, do a Royal Rumble, do a SummerSlam. Like I said, I definitely want to do at least one of those, as well as Mania.
I was gonna say maybe we can pick one pay-per-view. Maybe we can pick a reasonable pay-per-view, and the following. If we could do 2 pay-per-views in 1 year, if not, we could just pick one for 2025. But I
Yeah,
already, so
exactly. It's just WrestleMania is
big
so
plans
damn
for
expensive.
2024. Wifey graduates in May, and I told her I want my anniversary and birthday gift to mainly be Mania for April. So
Yeah, it's just WrestleMania is so expensive. It's like if you do that, that's one and done. For real.
well, I mean, hey, at least if we do it and it's in the books, we can say we went to one Mania out of as a group or whatever, and
Yeah,
then just go to another pay-per-view when we all have the funds and everybody's money not looking funny, and we can have it better organizedly planned. But yeah,
but
All
yeah,
Out in London was crazy.
yeah. They're doing it again next year. I would love to go. It's just
And
plane
this is
tickets are
and this is
running
a
up.
different subject because I noticed how much we kept hyping it up and talking about it. We possibly might see Jonathan Taylor as a running back for our boys on the Ravens, with JK being out for the year and only also having down to 2 running backs.
Yeah, I don't think they're gonna trade for him. though. They probably won't.
I mean,
But
we
yeah,
could
I'm
use
glad
him
they
because I
won.
mean, I'm not taking it away from Justice Hill and Gus, but we could use a third running back though.
Yeah, I'm glad they won. That just win the game. I mean, I hate all the
It's
injuries
just
though. That's annoying.
yeah. And I was gonna say we got
Second first.
to look forward to week 2 because we go to Cincinnati, which is gonna be complicated.
Yeah,
But then again, I don't know how they
definitely.
played against the Browns. Are they gonna play that way against us, or are we gonna have our magic and we just gonna make it do what it do? Who knows? If we can get up to past week 6 up in London without playing terrible, I'll be good.
Wait,
Right,
what happened?
right.
I know we're
I was
just
just
talking
talking
about
about.
with the football season,
That's right.
Bro,
You a
people,
Cowboys fan, right, Leo?
yeah,
Yeah, they won what 40 to
bro.
nothing.
That's my
40-0.
secondary team. They won 40-0.
Bro,
They curb
people,
stomped. They curb stomped them boys.
I have
bro,
so many Giants fans as friends as Giants fans. I was like, yeah.
they,
I don't want to hear nothing because I don't want to hear nothing from y'all for a week.
bro, y'all can't
I'm
be
like
talking. They can't say nothing.
the fact that Zeke went to another team, and then it's like Dak didn't even throw no touchdowns. They just basically went off of Cowboys defense.
Bro, the
From what I
game was
saw,
over before halftime. That's the crazy part
it
about
really
it.
was crazy part.
Because it was,
And the sad part is, I can score more than 40 points in a Madden game before halftime.
nah, for real. I'm looking at the Raw roster
Honestly,
real quick. Wait, so Raw
I'm still using
roster,
that hair. Yeah, they probably have like a lot of women on there.
bro,
Or at least 4 or 5 women.
okay, for Rhea, right? For Rhea, you have Becky, you have Candice, you
What's
got
up, Hassan?
Chelsea Green, Emma, you have Indy Hartwell, you got Katana Chance, Kaden Carter, Maxine Dupree, you got Liv, which I think is going to be the ultimate goal, Natalia, Nia Jax, Nikki Cross, Piper Niven, Raquel Rodriguez.
I
You got
was gonna say
Shayna.
Rhea would dug you through Chelsea Green. Rhea was so
You
tough.
got Tegan. You got Tegan Knox, Sonya Deville, but she's injured. Trish Stratus, Valhalla, Zoe Stark, and Xia Li.
That's at least what 15 people. You need.
Yo, I'm not gonna lie.
That's what I said. They didn't need to bring.
I kind of
They
want to
need to
see
bring. They
Rhea
need to
versus
bring Nia
Valhalla
Jax.
because Valhalla only been doing a tag team thing lately.
No, that's a squash match.
Like I kind of want to see.
Like you said, if they wanted Rhea to go against,
So is Rhea versus Chelsea Green.
So I literally I did a video I think I uploaded yesterday. I tried to predict every WrestleMania 40 match. And I'm going to tell you all the matches I put on there, Byron and Lamar. I'm going to tell you every match that I came up with that probably can take place at WrestleMania.
From what I saw, the thing I tagged you in, supposedly, it might be, for what I saw, the thing I tagged you on Facebook, they supposedly said that Jay's only going to be on Raw for a couple of months. And then as it get closer to Mania, he's going to go back to SmackDown to feud with Jimmy. So possibly might see brother versus brother, Uso versus Uso at Mania 40.
Oh, you
I could be wrong, but that's from what I read.
You gonna see it. You're gonna see it. Trust me. You're gonna definitely see it.
Now,
these
and
are
I
some of the
heard the
matches.
superstar that's going to get traded is Cody Rhodes to go back to
Yeah.
SmackDown.
Mike, they have plenty of women. They don't need to bring any women back. They just need to book the ones they have. We named like 15 women.
They need to use.
They just don't use
They
them.
have somebody they're not using. Well, Natalia,
Bro, they
she overrated, so she
could
don't count.
literally just make up stuff at this point. I mean, it'd
What's
be
good,
better.
Eric? So these are some of the matches I came up with, Byron. I got
What's up,
Finn
Eric?
Balor versus JD McDonough, teacher versus student.
You think so already at WrestleMania 40? I could see them doing that like WrestleMania 41, maybe.
Yeah, it depends on how long they want to keep him. If they bring him in the Judgment Day, and how
The
long.
question
they
is
keep
though,
him in.
yeah, when are they going to have Priest attempt to catch?
That's what I'm saying, because I feel like at some point, there's going to be some dissension in the Judgment Day once they lose those titles, and I think that's going to happen before Mania. The next one, I have a ladder match for the U.S. Championship, and this is pretty much me just spitballing because the brand split doesn't matter in WWE. I got LA Knight, Sami Zayn, AJ, Shinsuke, Bobby Lashley, Damian Priest, Dominic, and Kevin Owens. And Bobby Lashley is going as the U.S. champ. So I think that would be a good lineup because I think Dominic and Priest will be split up at this point. So Dominic is pretty much doing it for Rhea, and Priest is trying to go back to his roots and do everything on his own again. I think that's the story there. Just imagine the pop LA Knight would get winning his first championship at WrestleMania. I think
definitely see them giving him a title at Mania if they don't. Depending on what he's doing, I can see it.
Yeah. The next one, I got Brock Lesnar versus Randy Orton. The reason I think this is going to happen is because I think a situation could be in the Rumble, both of those guys return. Brock eliminates Randy. Randy comes back in the ring and RKO's him because he still has revenge on his mind from what happened at 2016 SummerSlam when he got obliterated and literally started bleeding all over the ring. He didn't forgive himself for that. The next one is a women's tag team title elimination match. So I have Shayna and Zoe, Chelsea Green and Piper Niven, Alba Fire and Isla Dawn, Kaden Carter and Katana Chance, and the returning Iconics as a surprise.
Okay.
Because I feel like outside of Sasha and Bayley, when it came to the tag titles, those are the only legit tag team. And we have Katana Chance and Kaden Carter that makes sense. Alba Fire and Isla Dawn makes sense. So you have at least a good 4 teams right there.
I'm surprised they haven't given him a tag team title match, I guess. I don't know.
Now the next one we got to talk about. Ricochet versus Logan Paul Part 2. I think Ricochet, I think he could do a situation where he just doesn't forgive himself that he embarrassed him in front of his woman, and a black man should not sit back and let that slide. Whatever show it is, you got to step up and take your point to that. So we got that as this one is going to be a multi-man tag team match for the undisputed tag team titles. Now it's going to get interesting. We got the Street Profits. We got the Street Profits going as the champions versus the LWO, Alpha Academy, Imperium, and DIY.
Where is Johnny? Need Johnny.
5 teams. 5 teams.
Yeah, that's crazy.
The next one, this might where it might piss you off a little bit, but I think it's gonna happen. We got Charlotte versus Bianca for the women's championship.
Yeah, that's definitely gonna happen. Probably, I'm sure that's gonna.
I feel like Bianca's pretty much beating every one of the 4 horsewomen over the past few manias, except for Charlotte, and they're gonna want to make that a big deal, so they're gonna have the championship be involved. So we got for the Intercontinental Championship, Drew McIntyre, the new champion, versus Sheamus. Friend versus friend, but this time Drew is a heel. He's a Scottish psychopath. He beat Chad Gable in this timeline to become the Intercontinental champion. So, we got Jay versus Jimmy. No holds barred.
Yeah, they definitely doing that match.
I think it should have a stipulation. I think it's going to be no holds barred. The next one, Gunther,
Should
the
be.
Royal Rumble winner. Gunther wins the Royal Rumble, and he's facing Seth Rollins for the World Heavyweight Championship. So Gunther versus Seth Rollins at Mania. So he's winning the Rumble. Rhea Ripley defending the championship against the Women's Royal Rumble winner, Liv Morgan, in the first ever Women's Hell in a Cell match to take place at WrestleMania. And in the main event, Cody Rhodes versus Roman Reigns, Part 2.
But we got to see how it builds up, though. That's the only thing.
Yeah. Well, Cody's probably going to win Elimination Chamber, and that's how he'll get his
That's what I said. I think he's definitely going to go to SmackDown, but they're going to draw it out for a couple more weeks or months.
Yeah, he's going to go to SmackDown.
Yeah, because he's going to go to SmackDown, but then they say Jay might go. He's going to be on Raw for a couple months and then go back to SmackDown to build up the feud with Jimmy for Mania.
Because what they're going to end up doing, Byron, I feel like when they have Cody go to the Rumble, he's going to be in a position where he's going to win, and then maybe Solo gets involved, costing him the Rumble and then it comes out as Roman sent him out there to keep Cody from winning the Rumble because he doesn't want to fight Cody. So Cody has to go through these different tests, and he goes through the Elimination Chamber, which Solo is a part of. He beats Solo and wins the Chamber and fights him at Mania.
Yeah, I could definitely see
Honestly,
Cody. Well, I don't want Cody to win back to back.
No, he's not winning the Rumble.
No.
Chamber.
Yeah.
But I think that card seems solid, honestly.
Yeah,
As I say, they're going to probably throw a couple legends in there too. WrestleMania 40. Don't be surprised.
I was going to say John Cena versus Grayson Waller, but I don't know about that.
Grayson Waller would get Dougie on. Come on now.
We know that. Wait,
squash match. That's
when did Hook become FTW champion again?
Hook, the pre-show, remember it all?
I remember that. He came in at All In at the pre-show. I wasn't either, but I saw it on Instagram.
What's up, Jeremy? How you doing, bro?
Right,
hope all was well. Remember the pre-show? Well, that's how the whole Jack Perry and CM Punk fight happened, because he was like, "That's real glass," and then
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Also got some
he just need to give it up, and he just need to retire and be with his wife AJ Lee. He just need to give it up.
I feel like he's gonna come back to WWE.
And if he does, he's gonna be a waste of his time.
Jeremy, what's going on? How you feel about Week 1? How you feel about the Orioles? Anything else? But yeah, definitely.
I have if the O's keep playing the way they're playing, I think they might go to the big finish in the World Series.
And not even that, but you know what else they've been saying? They said maybe with Nia Jax going to Raw, Jey Uso might start his own version of the Bloodline.
That's what I was thinking too, because they accurately like family for real. So that's what I was thinking too.
Hey Jeremy, appreciate it, man. Thank you.
They could have their own version with him and Nia, and then start making small recruits.
Appreciate you, Jeremy. Yeah, man. Let me know, man. We do everything here: wrestling, sports, all types of sports. Yeah, how'd you feel about speaking of UFC? Did you like the Adesanya losing, Jeremy? How'd you feel about that? Was that one of the biggest upsets in UFC history?
So from what Leo told me, there's no more Vince McMahon a part of WWE.
Nah, he's really not gonna have the final say.
Oh, he's gonna have the final say. He just has somebody that he answers. Well, he has the final say. He has the final say.
So I feel like it's gonna be still kind of how it is now, pretty much.
Hold on, I gotta show you the picture. It tells you he's still
I'm like TKO.
He's still executive chairman.
He need to retire.
Yeah, I gotta put the picture back up. Yeah, it said it on there. But yeah, he's literally still the executive. It says it on. Oh yeah, he's still the executive though.
But I think it's kind of gonna be how it is now, where he's pretty much not running too much.
He needs to that part.
This is the first time I'm seeing Nyla Rose literally on AEW Dynamite in quite a long time.
Okay. Thank you. Yeah, we're gonna have to tap in with
But
you,
yeah,
brother.
as far as Rhea goes, they need to start like making like gauntlet matches or something with Rhea and her title matches because these same matches are getting boring.
Thank you, Jeremy. Yeah, man, it should be an interesting UFC now that they're merged with WWE. What's up, Sean?
And then SmackDown, they have different opponents for EO. They have Asuka, they have Bianca, they have Bailey, Dakota, Isla Dawn, Mia or Michin, got Scarlett, Shotzi. Man, you have Tamina, but she's not really being used, and you have BFAB and Albifire.
Right.
Those are the only ones that theirs is more slim than Raw. Then NXT, well, I mean, a lot of the people, I feel like only a few of these talent are actually getting used, honestly. Like Fallon Henry, Gigi gets used. Alexa Lopez, she doesn't really get used like that. Ivy Nile.
Jeremy, I think I seen you in JD's chat. Yeah, I listen to JD. I like JD's work, man. He's a definitely inspiration. One of the best there is doing the wrestling coverage. He's great. Yeah, I seen your name before. I knew your name looked familiar, man. So big shout out to you, brother. Thank you for dropping by. I appreciate it, man.
What's up? What's up, Raj?
Thank you for coming in, dropping a like, man. And thank you for subscribing as well.
Oh, this is a World Title Eliminator tournament. I forgot. Oh, this is a fatal four. So whoever wins gets the title opportunity.
Raj, what's up, brother? But yeah, Jeremy, appreciate it. I knew I saw your name before, Jeremy. But yeah, appreciate it, man. I'll be watching the post show. If I don't watch it tonight, I'll definitely watch it tomorrow. But yeah, I watch a lot of JD stuff. I watch all the stuff, honestly. But yeah, man, we watching AEW, so seeing what they're bringing tonight, man. It's an interesting time for WWE. Fastlane looks like it's going to be really whack.
They got No Mercy for NXT this month, which I'm checking out.
Fastlane is basically going to be a bunch of rematches. Fastlane is going to be basically like Shinsuke and
what? No, I don't know about that. I think what they're doing with Ricochet, it's a possibility they might do Shinsuke and Seth, but at the same time, I feel like they might add Ricochet some way, somehow.
Ricochet, make it a triple threat. Yeah, same. That's what I was thinking too.
I can see Ricochet after.
It is fantastic.
Shinsuke.
You mean Lord Farquaad? Yeah, he can be.
That ain't gonna be
after Shinsuke. Probably do like a mini feud.
Because it'll probably be Ricochet. I mean,
yeah,
Shinsuke
or make it like Ricochet versus Shin and Seth.
But so I know they've had these people as free agents.
Kind of whack.
They officially moved Mustafa Ali to NXT, even though he was a free agent for a while.
Yeah, Jeremy, Fastlane is looking like it's going to be the worst pay-per-view of the year, man. Yeah, it's going to be.
But we don't. I mean, we always underestimate it, so we don't know.
Nah, it's going to be trash.
It's going to have a couple of big matches in there.
Payback has some good matches, but
because
Fastlane's going to be a bunch of rematches.
I'm literally
no Roman,
talking.
No Roman, no. It's going to be no Roman. It's going to be trash. It's going to probably be mid.
Yeah, it's probably going to. But I was literally talking to Lamar before we got on stream, and I went over to like pretty much what the lineup is going to look like for the rest of the year, because we have this month, right? We have NXT No Mercy, which is that Saturday. The next day, that Sunday, will be AEW Wrestle Dream. That will be that, and then the next week after will be Fastlane, and then November we will have Crown Jewel, Full Gear, and Survivor Series.
Yeah.
So they officially moved a lot of the talent to NXT, Byron, because for a while Baron Corbin was a free agent. He's officially been put in NXT. Who else been moved to NXT?
They're trying to get those ratings, man. They got that TV deal coming up.
Mustafa Ali is officially part of the NXT brand. Dana Brooke is officially part of the NXT brand. Those are your new talents in NXT. And two of the three, are actually going to be featured at NXT No Mercy in matches. And Dana Brooke might be featured as well, but I'm not sure yet.
We probably won't see Roman Sean until after Fastlane.
Yeah, she was about to attack.
Probably to like not to like
what's her
Survivor
name?
Series, honestly.
But you'll probably see Roman
about to
back
attack
after
somebody.
Fastlane, and it'll probably be
Lyra.
Roman and AJ as the next feud. Looks like they might do Roman and AJ from what I'm looking at.
It was Lyra.
I bet as soon as you said
She
that,
was a
I
attacker.
found a Roman Reigns iPhone case off of Instagram. That's hilarious.
Yeah, they might do Roman and AJ. That might be at Saudi. They might do it for Saudi.
Honestly,
I would love to see them.
I'd be down for that because they only faced each other like one time.
No, it was
I'm
actually
down for
twice
that.
because they've competed at it was Payback and Extreme Rules in 2016.
Well, yeah, that's what I meant
Yeah,
by like
Jeremy.
one time only, but like 2 different matches.
She didn't need to win that title, man. There's no reason for her to win that title. I don't
I
watch
mean,
NXT.
it made her
It's trash.
it made her
And I feel like
made her a grand slam, but other than that, it's like, what are they gonna do with her now?
because I feel like if you would
what
have
Leo
had
said, she's
Tiffany
gonna be on a mixture of Raw and NXT.
until she loses it, and I feel like the only person I can legit see her losing it to is maybe Roxanne Perez, but she's in a feud.
But I think they might give it back to Tiffany, which is stupid because why would you ever lose it in the first place? I feel like they're gonna do that WWE stuff where should they lose it, get it back. Yeah, it's gonna be done. But yeah, I don't watch it.
Because outside of Tiffany and maybe Roxanne, because Roxanne is in a feud,
or have her go against somebody.
Dana Brooke is the only other logical option because everybody else is pretty much not really doing things or pretty much competing like that. And if they are competing, they're on NXT Level Up. Like the only women that are actually being booked consistently on NXT on a weekly basis: Kiana James, Dana Brooke, Lyra Valkyria, Cora Jade. She's going to be coming back very soon, but I think she's going to be involved with Dana Brooke's doing because I think she's going to probably bring her back. Thea Hill, she's being used consistently, but she's not winning. And who else? Winnie Chu, I don't know where she's been. JC Jane, Gigi Dolan, and Fallon Huntley. And none of those women seem like likely. Cora Jade, I feel like I'm conflicted. Really want Tony to win the title, but 3 titles in a year, that's approaching Charlotte Flair territory.
Helpless. You're gonna be at home.
Yeah.
Oh, Eric, I don't think she's gonna win a title back. I think it's gonna be her and Saraya, but she's gonna probably lose.
And go get screwed out of the title. And she'll go full on babyface.
Yeah.
What kind of botch was that?
He said, "What?"
Oh, Wendy's still injured. That's why. But if we're being honest, who I think is going to probably defeat Rhea, Liv is probably like my biggest viable option because I feel like nobody else has been really built up. The story really wouldn't make sense. The story is pretty much there. It'd be a full circle moment for Liv. And then if you were to have like someone like Becky do it, I would hate that because it's like you keep giving the 4 horsemen all the accolades and having them be in the spotlight when it's okay to put them in the tag team title scene or have them be in mid-card title or mid-card scenes.
Saraya won a title? I didn't even know Saraya won a title. Oh shit!
She won it all in.
Oh shit, man.
Brian Danielson, obviously, issues continue to escalate between the BCC.
I did not know she had this many tattoos. I did not know Ruby Soho had this many tattoos.
Oh yeah, she started off her tattoos in WWE.
Yeah, I knew she had tattoos, but I didn't know she was this tatted.
Collision.
Oh yeah.
Ricky Starks,
it's a good addition to get started.
John Moxley, Claudio, both of you have title matches next week in Grand Slam.
That's right, Grand Slam is next week, so it should be a big episode of
Big
Dynamite.
show. Yeah.
I think they do 2 hours of Rampage on Friday.
They are?
So that'd be interesting. Yeah, usually
They're
they do
doing
like 2
2
hours on
hours?
Friday night for Rampage. Usually on Rampage they do 2 hours. They did the first 2 years they did this. So the first 3 years they did this.
We're here from Les.
That's what I thought they were going to do.
Right,
You could have just had if you would have had Tiffany win, pretty much what it would have made her more of a stronger competitor and made her seem much more of a bigger champion and a threat as far as being a future in the women's division because she beat an established competitor and one of the better talent that's going to accomplish a lot. And if you would have it booked to where it's booked in a draw or something like that, or DQ, it would have been a better situation, but they chose not to do it. Sean, I see what you said. You want Cora to win the title. I think they might have her win the title, but it won't be anytime soon. Maybe by sometime next year, I can see her holding the championship. Before like the next year, or by the end of 2024, she's gonna hold that championship. Or at least hold a title.
Yeah, she got her boobs done. You know, she definitely gonna win the title.
And then I've been here. Mandy Rose might be coming back very soon, so we have to see what happens with that.
Borrow?
You should have never fired her in the
Although
first
she
place,
come
bro.
back, what's the point? Really shouldn't,
Shoulda
but that
never fired her.
OnlyFans get you in trouble at some point. The OnlyFans will get you in trouble. It always does it.
Yeah, you should have never had that ticket situation happen. Should never got fired.
Because think about what happened with Paige. She actually leaked her stuff. With
Yeah, 'cause
her,
she was too busy being in the woods
she was lost in the
with
woods.
Xavier Woods.
She got lost in the woods and couldn't find her way out.
I'm so dead.
They got that leaked. Like you've had worse stuff be leaked and then nothing happened, but all she did was just show her picture of her in her bikini, and you get in trouble for it. Like really, a lot of these people show pictures of them in bikinis all the time, whether it's at the beach or on a boat.
It's like Nerdvana.
Yeah, that's what I think. So, Chris, I think she only won that championship so she could be a Grand Slam champion. But the question is, look, if she's champion, will she be strictly on NXT, which they shouldn't do, because she needs to be on Raw, or do you just have her pull a Dominic Mysterio move, just go between Raw and NXT?
I was going to say, I feel like they're probably going to have her go between both.
AEW all in London. How do you?
Yeah, it could have waited because you could have elevated Tiffany Stratton even more in the process.
Hey,
What's up?
I'm just walking around. I saw Hook here all mad about something. What do you got to be mad about? You're here, you can wrestle. You don't have
What are you going to be mad about?
You have a championship.
Oh, shoot. So it's got Orange Cassidy walking around looking for. I didn't see who won yet, but I'm guessing Tony Storm's going to win.
You were correct.
Yeah. Hey, there you go, Eric. Tony Storm. The new and improved Tony Storm. I like her new little gimmick.
The Marilyn Monroe gimmick is hitting.
Yes. Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
But what's up with this? What's up with this little sexy guys with Chris Jericho and Sammy Guevara though? Calling themselves sexy
I don't know.
guys.
What about
so
Twitter,
dead.
Jeremy? Or X or whatever they're calling it now. I hate it all around.
I still call it Twitter. I don't know about everybody else. I don't call it X because it makes me seem like I'm watching a forbidden side.
Even though it's X, I still call it Twitter.
Yeah.
Yeah, be careful putting those X's in. I go to the wrong site.
Yep, Chris. Now the Four Horsemen are Grand Slam champions. Oh, he said he didn't know people were still on it. Yeah, he was still on it.
People are still on it, Jeremy. A bunch of crazy, weird, lifeless geeks a lot of times, sadly. A lot of people with, weird ways to look at it.
Facts. Jeremy, I mean, it looked like a broad in the front row was part of the Excite with Yeah, that's what I thought too. That I know you're talking about that woman that's in the front row. Yeah, it looks like she is part of an next because she was looking pretty nifty.
Oh yeah, we gotta follow you, Jeremy. I'm gonna follow you right now, brother, on Twitter.
Wait, oh, Eric says the only thing we need for Bailey is
Hey.
to main event WrestleMania. I don't think she's gonna main event Mania, unfortunately.
What?
At least not this coming year. Maybe the year after. I feel like the best time for her to do that was if they would have done the Four Horsemen main event.
Just followed you, Jeremy. Yeah, just followed you, brother. Yeah, just followed you from the Flick Zone's Twitter. I don't have a personal Twitter, but I use the Twitter from here. But yeah, Jeremy, appreciate you, man. Yeah, tell everybody, tell all your friends, tell everybody. Come over, subscribe to us. We do watch alongs for all the WWE and AEW events and weekly shows, AEW Dynamite, some SmackDowns. No Raw, though. No NXT. But yeah. Charlotte main event of Mania.
She main event WrestleMania 35.
Oh, yeah, against the triple threat match. That trash ass match. The longest WrestleMania in history.
No, she didn't main event. She co-main evented this past year's. Bailey's probably not going to win the Rumble. Probably for quite some time. It still can happen, but just not right now. Maybe in 2026, because she got brought up in 2015, 2016, so maybe 2025, 2026, somewhere around there.
Yeah, Bailey deserves better, man. Bailey deserves to get
They're probably going to have her do.
That's the thing too. Like, what do you do with her at WrestleMania? You might do like a damage control triple threat if Io still has the belt, though.
To the point I called Tony Khan and what that meant to sign this kid. I was blown away by his athleticism, by his creativity, by the way he looked, by the way he carried himself. I wasn't blown away with the giant.
So are they gonna go for the titles? Like, what's the deal with this?
Yeah, well, they're having a match.
I wanted him with me.
We have to do Mania San Francisco. Yeah, even then she might not still main event.
I've seen you win titles. I've seen you get married, and now you're ready to give birth to a very baby girl. Your wife is ready to get this. So I just want to say, listen, man, I know you're proud of you and everything you've accomplished over the last 4 years.
Yeah, how you guys in the chat feel about this new WWE UFC merger? Vote on the poll. Make sure you hit the like button. Subscribe if you haven't. And if you want to donate to us,
honestly,
you can always cash us at the bottom of the screen.
I think they're doing. I don't like it, but I think that's where Ronda Rousey end up going back to UFC, so that way she could still be a part of WWE with the merge. Who knows? I could be wrong though.
I think she's from San Jose, California, not San Francisco, but they do one in Cali. Maybe if they were being smart about it, they could have done it this past year since they were in Los Angeles.
Their best bet would have been Sasha and Bailey 1-on-1.
Or doing a Four Horsemen Fatal 4-Way.
Or Hell in a Cell.
I know they were building this, talking about this for so long. I think a couple years ago, the Four Horsemen of WWE versus the Four Horsemen of MMA.
Yeah, but the Four Horsemen of MMA outside of Ronda were kind of mid.
What Shayna Baszler.
Leo, Missy was asking you a question.
Are we on the same time as Tino? I believe so. I think he's an hour ahead because he's in East Coast, I believe, because he's in Chicago. And I'm Central, so I'm 1 hour behind.
Yeah, Tino's in he's in Chicago. He's in Chicago. I'm an hour ahead of Tino, and I'm an hour ahead of Leo.
Who's y'all's picks for the Rumble? I say Solo for the men and Liv or Becky or Tiffany for the women's. For the Rumble, I think Eric. I'm going with Liv for the women. Liv is my pick to win the Women's Royal Rumble. And for the men's, I'm gonna go with Gunther because here'll be a cool thing, Byron. Just imagine this: the people who made it to the final two last year, or the final people eliminated in their respective Royal Rumble matches, go on to the next year and win their match. Because Gunther made it to the final two, Liv made it to the final two. Gunther was the last eliminated, Liv was the last eliminated, and now going on next year, Gunther wins the men's Royal Rumble, and Liv wins the Royal Rumble. I think that'd be something cool because you never really had that ever happen.
I don't know what they're going to do.
That
is the most unpredictable women's Royal Rumble I can think of.
I think Liv, just because
Rhea has the title. Yeah, Rhea has the title. Bianca's already won one. Charlotte's already won one. Yeah, I don't know who's going to win it. It's too early.
And Becky's already won.
Too early to tell.
And Ronda's already won. And Asuka.
Yeah. It's 2 minutes.
So none of them should be. So none of them should be winning. I feel like she is gonna win, Chris. I think Liv is gonna win. If you need a little explanation, I'll kind of break it down.
Is Liv gonna be back?
She should be back by. Because let me break it down to you. And Eric, I want you to be a testament to this because you'll be my witness for this. So think about what happened last year at WrestleMania 38. Liv and Rhea were tag team partners. And what happened after WrestleMania 38? They broke up. Liv was betrayed by Rhea Ripley.
They broke up.
Then Liv, she has her number in a sense, because here's the reason why. She was the last one to beat Rhea Ripley, pinned her. Since Rhea has joined Judgment Day, no other woman can say they have beaten Rhea Ripley except for Liv. Another thing, she has been protected since before she went down with this injury. She's been protected because she hasn't really been taking any of the pinfalls in her matches. It was all pretty much Raquel. And she was also written off TV by Rhea Ripley.
Yep, I can see it happening.
And if you look at what happened at the Rumble, Liv and Rhea were the first two women in the Women's Royal Rumble. They went the first two, and they were the final two. Now, she didn't win the Rumble, but she was the final one eliminated. She probably would have stood a better chance if she wasn't missed it by Asuka. So if you look at all of that I pretty much just told you of different events that has happened from last year up until now, I feel like Liv coming back and wanting to get revenge on the person that gave her PTSD with tag team partners, costed her months of her career, and also done everything like that.
Yeah, I can see that happening.
Eric, tell Leo do it now. He's Leo Nana. That's his name. He looks like Prince Nana.
Oh Lord.
Come on, Leo. That's your gimmick. There you go. I don't know. Like I said, I can't predict right now. Too far
Not
away.
the Prince Nana. I'm dead.
It's too far away to tell who's going to win the women's. The men is it's a little shorter list, but the women is very wide open.
Not the Prince Nana. I'm so dead.
Yeah, Jeremy, that match with Ospreay was probably one of the best matches.
No, Solo wasn't a part of the Rumble. Actually, in the Rumble, I could see Solo being in the Rumble.
But I think when you look at that story from start to finish, I think it would be a good David versus Goliath storyline for one, because you know WWE loves to do these David versus Goliath storylines, and I feel like for Liv to be like in a situation like that would be cool for her, because. And then it's like I think having a win like this for her will go a long way for her in a sense of kind of elevating her to be up there kind of on par in a sense with like Bianca and like new stars being built, because she is only 29 years old, so she's still very young. So I think that would be a great moment for her, because I think she will go down as history as one of the youngest Women's Royal Rumble winners.
Chris, I could see them trying to do that, but I don't know if they're going to have Io Sky keep the belt till Mania. I could see her losing it before then.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think
Charlotte's going to take it
by her side.
I could see Charlotte taking it, or maybe Bianca taking it or something, and then
plus
maybe Charlotte.
Io isn't going to lose to Asuka, so the question is, what are they going to do with Io heading into Survivor Series?
Maybe
are they going to do War Games? Are they going to do a one-on-one?
I think they're going to do a heel turn. I think Bayley's going to turn heel. Well, she's already healed, but she's going to turn on
You mean face?
Io. No, she's going to turn on Io, and Io's going to
She's
get
going
face.
to turn face again.
I don't think they need to do the turn right now because then it'd be like, damn, EO doesn't have anything. She's going to need a mouthpiece. That's why I don't think they should do it. But I could see them trying to do the triple
Not the
threat match.
mouthpiece. I'm so
No,
dead.
okay, Chris, if they do it in a sense, if they have Liv win the Rumble and have her face Rhea, they can do it in a way where it would still protect Rhea if she does lose. That's why I think if you look at their past and everything that they've been through, I think it would make sense if they were to do something big. Imagine them doing the first ever women's Hell in a Cell match on a WrestleMania. And you having them be in a situation where none of them have been in before. And I feel like it can work for character reasons. And you have Liv win because she can use weapons and stuff like that. So that would keep Rhea looking strong even in defeat. Because because Liv only won because she had weapons at her disposal.
Basically, everyone in the chat, Leo wants Liv to win the Rumble so he can get that. But I don't know if that's going to happen. I don't know.
All I want is Liv to win the Rumble and Rhea, and I want Dana Brooke to become the NXT Women's Champion.
Honestly, I feel like they might try to do Rhea and Becky at Mania.
Don't do that, bro. I'm turning off the channel, the TV, because there's no way I want to see that again.
Because that's why they gave Becky the championship at NXT. She can hold that, so she don't have to go for the main championship.
Eric says,
come back and win.
Eric says, Leo, you talked me into it. I'm picking Liv. I'm locking it in. I mean, it makes sense because, and plus, she's coming back with a new look. And usually, when a wrestler comes back with a new look or something like that, what if it's their hair?
It means they out for revenge or something.
Not even that, but usually, and Brian, you can agree with this. Usually, when a person goes under some type of character change when they have a new look, that usually means 9 times out of 10 there are big things in store for them, or have something potential big could potentially happen for them. Because we've seen it different times when somebody would win, or something would happen to a lot of these wrestlers when they come back, and they went through a different look during the time they were away. Because Liv, she cut her hair. So I think that would be a cool way for her to bring her back. I think she has like a similar haircut to Rhea Ripley now. So,
right.
Like I said, we'll see. Like I said, it's way too early to tell with the women because I don't know what the hell they're doing.
right. But I don't want Becky or any of the past winners or people who should not be winning.
Yeah, I don't know what they're going to do with the women, bro. The men is kind of like a shorter list, but I don't know.
The only people I would tolerate for the men, Gunther, LA Knight, or Jay.
Well, Chris, I don't think Becky's going to win the Royal Rumble. I just think they're going to probably try to do that match at Mania if they don't do something else. It's just a match we haven't gotten. It's two of their biggest stars. Why not do it?
Yeah, that's what I said. I don't want Chris. I said I don't want Becky winning because she's already won the Rumble before.
They're probably going to have a women's elimination chamber and a men's elimination chamber, so you can see Becky win that, or I don't know. Like I said, it's way too far from right now. It's we still got 3 months.
Because Mania is 7 months away. And
yeah, we still got 3-4 months before the Rumble. 4 months because we're in September. 4.5 months. So I don't know what the hell they're going to do. The men, like I said, is kind of more shorter list, but the women, I have no idea.
But I think it would be a cool moment just for the simple fact that last year's losers, the final two, or the last that could be eliminated in the men's and women's matches.
I definitely see Rhea. Definitely can see Rhea walking in with the championship. Other than that, I don't know. I don't like I said, I don't think Io's gonna hold the title to Mania, but she could. I don't know.
Chris says Bayley or Liv. I think the thing is, if Bayley does it,
I got Liv. That's right. Bayley's never won she's never won a Rumble though, has she?
Bayley would only work if they are gonna do the Bayley versus Io thing. That was the only way it would work.
Exactly.
Yeah. And you can really set that up by having her win Elimination Chamber, honestly.
You really could.
Liv, the only way I can see it also working for Liv, maybe, Byron, if she doesn't win the Rumble, is she would definitely have to win the Elimination Chamber.
Oh, yeah.
To get to Rhea. But I think it would be a bigger moment because if you compare Royal Rumble and Elimination Chamber, it would feel a bigger deal, or make her feel like a bigger deal if she was to win Royal Rumble compared to an Elimination Chamber.
Right.
Because you don't know who they might have her in that Elimination Chamber with. They might have her in there with Becky. You might have her in there with Shayna. And because they might do 3-on-3, like 3 from Raw and 3 from SmackDown or whatever the case they might do. But this year, didn't they have all Raw competitors?
Didn't they?
I think they did. For the U.S. title, I think they all had all.
Yeah, it was U.S. title. It was U.S. title. Yeah, it was all Raw. That was a good match. That was a pretty good match.
It was a
That
good
was the
match.
US title.
That was probably like the
I
the
think
last
Yeah, 'cause
good
they had
I
match.
still think
Montez.
they should throw Solo in the Rumble at some point.
Yeah, they had Montez Ford and Bronson Reed, I think AJ
Bronson,
Styles,
Johnny Gargano.
Yeah, it was a couple. It was a good match. It was a pretty good
That's another
elimination.
person we can't forget about. Forget about Bronson Reed. He's been lurking on the outside for destruction.
But yeah, I think. But when it comes down to those two, I'm Chris. I have to go Liv because there's still other ways you can kind of get to Bailey winning the championship. Besides, I think they're kind of probably going to end up doing that by the end of the year. And if they end up doing it next year, I think they might do that for Rumble.
Yeah, I mean,
Because I think they might end up doing Becky and Rhea at the Rumble.
I wouldn't mind Shayna winning, but they'll probably do Shayna before and Rhea at some point before then.
Yeah, they'll probably do Shayna and Rhea, probably Survivor Series.
Probably, yeah.
That's something I don't
And
know
then-
if that's or games or what.
Then I think I could see Rhea versus Becky.
This is the question,
at
though.
Rumble.
If Judgment Day is a part of War Game, if they happen to be a part of War Games, how can they be even for Rhea? Because you'd have to have a fraction that has another female in it, wouldn't you?
Well, here's if
But
they
she's probably
were
not
to
going to
do,
be on War Games, but they would just do the 3-on-3 thing on 4-on-4.
or they'll just have champion versus champion probably, since that's what it looks like they're gonna do. So pretty much it'll be
That's the
EO
one.
versus Rhea.
JD. I'm still going to put JD McDonough with Priest, Balor, and Dominic, and then that's where you can
Dominic.
see the turn kind of start to happen.
Yeah. Because if they do champion versus champion, even though I think the match would be good, Byron, I just don't know how I feel about that. Doing EO versus Rhea, I think it'll be a good match. Champion versus champion.
I hate champion versus champion. I really do.
Yeah, me too.
Makes no sense. It's like, yeah. That's what I say. I don't know if they're doing War Games. If they do War Games, I'm sure Judgment Day is going to be in it. I mean, but they did kind of tease Judgment Day into Hurt Business. Maybe they might do that. But then again, the Hurt Business only has like 3 people, so
Yeah.
shoot, do Judgment Day versus the Hurt Business versus Bloodline, triple threat War Games.
Yeah.
How are they going to do that if it's triple threat, though? I don't know how they're going to do that. Unless they have 3 cages and 3 people start or something like that. I don't know.
Yeah, that's what I said. I wouldn't mind Judgment Day versus the Hurt Business if they build it out. They got time. If they build it out.
Yeah, they have time. Hopefully they just it has to be booked right.
Just bring Carmelo Hayes up to the Hurt Business. There you go. You do 4-on-4.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that would be a good thing for them to do.
Thank you,
'Cause
Sean. Have a good night, man. But yeah, man, it's gonna be interesting. As I said, Survivor Series is in Chicago, so it'll be a lot of interesting things, I'm sure.
Yeah, it's gonna be Chicago, so they're gonna try to. Somebody literally said, "Imagine if that's the event that CM Punk returns at." I said, "Oh my god."
I could see it happening if it was to happen.
I mean, only just because it's Chicago, because you know how he loves to return at Chicago shows.
If not, either that or he joined the Chicago. Either that or he joined the Chicago Bears.
Yeah, I don't see CM Punk winning WWE, but anything can happen.
Leo's like, I'm so dead.
Eric says he got Solo and Liv, thus his picks.
I got Solo. Yeah, I got Solo winning too. I got Solo
Oh, so
and
you-
Liv too, because Solo was never really a part of the actual men's Royal Rumble.
I got Gunther and Liv. Because I think the ultimate goal is that they're going to probably have him face for the championship at Mania.
I got Solo and Gunther. Those are my top 2 for the men.
But Brian, if that match does happen, if we end up getting Liv versus Rhea at Mania, and it's inside a women's Hell in a Cell for the first time ever at WrestleMania, it's Hell in a Cell. where would you place the match? Would you have it be the middle of the show, closing the show of night one, or would you have it be the first match?
I mean, I feel like, well, we know Roman's main event night too.
Be nice if he made
They're
it
gonna
night
do.
one
They're
and
gonna
night
do.
two.
They're gonna do Jimmy. They're gonna do Jimmy versus Jay. Now, will that main event a night? I think
Night-
Jimmy and Jay could maybe open
That'll
night
probably
two. Close with Roman,
Yeah, I was gonna say if not, yeah, it might, or if not, it might be a part of night
and then I
one.
think maybe night one might close with like Seth versus Gunther for the title too, though. And you could just open with that kind of match if you wanted to.
Yeah,
don't
because
know.
I think you could open with a match like that just to sort of set the tone.
Yeah, because I
'Cause
think if Gunther does win the Royal Rumble and he goes against Seth or whoever, I could see that being night
I
one
got
and night two.
I got Solo, Gunther, and a possible return of hometown boy Big E in the Rumble.
Yeah, because Big E is from Tampa, so I can see a return from that. But didn't they do Edge and Finn Balor in the middle of the show for Mania this year?
That was like in the middle of this year. It was in the middle of the show on night
It was in the
two
middle.
with that.
It was night two, so maybe they'll do that.
Yeah.
Maybe they'll have it be in the middle of the show. This is where they place it. I feel like
I said, a match like that should either be first or last, though. Middle of the show kind of can be hit or miss.
yeah, because I don't know if they should have that be co-main event.
Yeah.
I think
I wouldn't
start of
mind
the
seeing
show.
Jimmy and Jay open too.
Yeah, I think them opening would be good or closing because I was thinking maybe they have them close, but if it's like no stipulation, then no. But if it's like a no holds barred street fight or something, then yeah.
They should do like a Uso penitentiary match, which is basically probably like a no holds bar match, but something like
Not
that.
it was a penitentiary match.
But with Rikishi as the special guest referee, they have 5.
Oh Lord. What was the match that we just had for Roman and Jay? Samoan?
Tribal combat.
So I think we could have Samoan combat instead of
Part
tribal.
two. Tribal combat part two.
Samoan combat.
They could have did that match so much better. Like you said, they could have
Yeah,
had
we could have
weapons
Samoan
around the
combat.
ring or something better.
Have them fight backstage, fight in the crowd a bit, have them do a few spots and stuff like that. Fight on the ramp.
They really could have.
Yeah.
And I think we're getting a title for title match with Claudio and Eddie Kingston.
Yeah.
Eddie
Kingston's about to win that. He's about to get his moment, so
Where is that happening?
Grand Slam.
Oh, that's next week. Okay, cool. I don't know where they're gonna place that, but
Oh, Jeremy, you got Nightbot benched you. My apologies. Nightbot is a wild individual. I'm trying to fix that.
yeah,
Yeah,
Eddie's
he's going to get his win. Plus, he's from New York. You know they're going to make that moment happen. Plus, Claudio's had that belt.
Yeah.
Claudio's had that belt for a minute.
Yeah, he's had it since like November
Really
last year.
has.
So he's held it for almost a year.
Yeah, as I said. Yeah, Claudio can lose that belt. And plus, you can get Claudio in AEW more. We don't need him in Ring of Honor.
Because we could have Claudio go after the not the TNT title. But I don't know. Maybe have them.
Yeah, the TNT title and all Atlantic, all international championship, both are held by heels.
Unless they have him and maybe Wheeler Yuta or him and Bryan Danielson go after the AEW tag titles.
Yeah, they could do that. Yeah, MJF is gold, Jeremy. One of the best in the business, man. And he's doing great as a face, which I didn't think I would like, but it's been fantastic.
But it's been better than we would have expected because I didn't think. But here's something I've noticed: the biggest heels can make for some of the best faces.
The Rock, Stone Cold, Bret Hart.
I did it for the Rock.
Roman, I don't know. Roman's a good heel right now. I know they said they have plans to turn him face.
Adam Cole is good as both.
The only way it will work for Roman to turn face again is if he keeps the tribal chief gimmick, but he kind of acts more of a face. But not
That might be about to happen eventually.
But him going back to the big dog new.
No. I'd rather him keep the tribal chief mode and then be face.
Yeah.
You're an incredibly manipulative person. Sorry, Adam, it's just true. You're a wet blanket and a third wheel. So if I were you, I'd shake it off, you bland bitch. So what would Joe? You think I'm afraid of you, man?
I think I did see that, Jeremy. I think I did. I think I did, Jeremy. His
I
parents
think I
were,
heard something about that.
yeah, his parents were sliding him. I think it was funny. Yeah, I think I did see it.
If you wrestle me, I'm going to choke you out. I repeat, if you wrestle me, I promise I'm going to.
Well, John Cena's back on SmackDown this week, too.
Yep. He's gonna be on the Grayson Waller effect.
Yeah, I think they're going to do a tag match with him and LA Knight versus Grayson Waller and Austin Theory.
I was thinking we was probably gonna if he goes to SmackDown in
I don't
time.
know. He gonna get STFU first.
I
They
was
might do
thinking
that. They might do that at Fastlane. That'll probably be a match to get people to watch. Cena
Right.
and LA Knight versus Grayson Waller and Austin Theory.
I was about to say what I thought they were gonna do is probably do if he goes to SmackDown in time, Cody versus John Cena.
I could see them still doing it, or maybe Survivor Series, possibly. But definitely they're going to do that tag match.
But LA Knight 1-on-1 versus John Cena will be good too. Because you're putting over a big star.
Yeah. Thank you. Yeah. Yeah, I think I've seen it. Oh yeah, definitely, Jeremy. I probably need to go back and watch it again now, knowing what I know about MJF of how great he is. Just watch it again. Yeah, it's anything with MJF is gold.
You want to go? What do you mean with trying to push? I don't want to go wrong. What is the best way?
I need gas.
Ryan Cage got a. Well, I guess Mobile MC has an official
You got the
official
baby.
entrance.
You must be stupider than this.
Oh, shit.
Oh, this is their third match. Okay, they had one April 28th, 2021 during the pandemic. You got 6 windows open. It'd be like that, Jeremy. I got like 7 myself, 6 or 7 tabs up myself. Definitely got to keep the tabs open. Got to switch between. Keep track of everything going on. Yeah, I think that was the first show with fans for
I'm
AEW.
gonna get back on it.
Swerve's house. What if they have Tiffany win? Tiffany win the Royal Rumble, Eric, or her belt back? That should be good though. Swerve against Hangman. That should be a nice match.
Damn. Young Buck said, "Screw you," and they kicked you in the jaw at the.
Yeah, he got that new deal. Prince Nana just re-signed. Congrats to him. I really didn't know who he was before AEW, so he's pretty entertaining. I know he was in Ring of Honor.
Okay, this is my question for you, Byron. Do you think Swerve Strickland should be the first African American AEW champion?
Yeah, definitely. At this point, I thought it was gonna be Keith Lee, but I don't know what they're doing with Keith Lee. So
He just got brought back. And he was off for a while because he was on Collision.
yeah, I think they're trying to rebuild him up or restart him. So we'll see. But I definitely could see Swerve. I wouldn't mind seeing Swerve though win probably like a. That's the thing. All the mid card titles are heels.
Unless he wins the
So
TNT.
they're all heels. Luchasaurus and Christian are heels. So I could see maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, Swerve definitely should have been by now. Dante Martin, if he wasn't injury prone, I could see him becoming something big.
I would have had Swerve beat Orange Cassidy personally back when he
Eric, come on, no. He said, "Let Prince not be the first African American champion." Come on now, he doesn't even beat.
I probably would have had Swerve beat Orange Cassidy. Now that I think about it,
I'm so dead.
yeah, I would have had Swerve. I would have had Swerve beat Orange Cassidy.
I would too.
Have Swerve, maybe have Swerve drop it to like, I don't know, whoever, but just have Swerve win it.
Yeah.
Man, if you want to, because MJF's not losing the world title, and if he does lose the world title, he's only going to lose to Adam Cole. So it's going to be one of those guys as a champion.
I thought the two guys that kind of made sense at first was
Yes,
either
you'll probably get right back.
or Ricky Starks before he turned back to being heel.
Yeah, Ricky Starks, because when he was face, I was like, Ricky Starks probably should have been like the next TNT champion. But I like what they're doing with Christian Luchasaurus, though. I didn't know I was going to like it so much. Christian is fantastic. And I like Luchasaurus. He's a nice big man. So, I mean, they're doing good with that title. And I don't know what they're doing with Hook, though, because he just has a title, but it doesn't mean anything. They really can get rid of that title, honestly. It's no need for it.
Because the babyface, I think he's still a babyface.
Yeah, I would have had Swerve with a title by now. But I think we're going to get there, though, slowly but surely. This feud with Hangman is pretty much him showing that he can swim with the big boys and be one of the main eventers, I think. So don't be surprised if he gets a nice win over Hangman. Prince Nana dancing. Crazy. Jeremy. That's facts. Christian is great, man. Christian is such a better heel than Edge is. He's a better heel. But I think Edge is coming to AEW though. So we'll see. Or Adam Copeland. But so far tonight's show has been pretty solid. It's been all right. It's been better than last week to me.
Yeah, I give it maybe like a 7 or 8 out of 10.
Jeremy, that's so true, man. Very true.
That was supposed to be a dub, bro. But it's all good, man. It still was a great match, bro.
Christian is such a good heel.
So much. Everybody that came and hung out with me today. I'm going to be back on live in like 2 or 3 more hours. I'm going to be on tonight. I'm going to be on tonight, and I'm going to push tonight because I want to get to $1 million. So,
Yeah, I'm trying to post some of these clips on TikTok, by the way.
I'm going to push all the way until
I can't stand all the social media.
I was gonna say, worst from the worst, you could just send it to me and tell me what what you want me to caption it be, and I can post it on the Flex on TikTok if anything.
Oh shoot, I should have did that. I'm already halfway done. I'll do it next time though. I got you. Right. I keep forgetting you on.
But I made the account. I only made the Flex Zone account private because you don't want to like accepting everybody and anybody at this. Like I'm gonna accept true loyal sports fans and not trolls or bots. or
Right.
anything, because that's how people like to, try to, get your account banned and this, and that, and the third, or try to report it for no reason. Oh, we got
That's the
Christian
thing.
Luna versus Jake Carhill.
And that's the thing I
I could be
can't
getting Jake.
really get with the TikTok. I'm trying to though.
It takes time.
Yeah. So many ins and outs. So many ins and outs.
Well, I mean, actually, it can be a good benefit too, because this dude from Wildin' Out, his name is Young Swag, and he lives in Maryland. Oh god, if I got somebody like him to come on a Flex Zone or a podcast for mental health or whatever, that'd be pretty dope too. But we working towards it though.
Definitely.
Everybody drop blue hearts emojis. Okay, drop. I'm about to reset. I'm getting called. Okay. You're going to stick it.
Yeah, I'll definitely start sending you some stuff when I get it. I mean, like I said, I get it for the most part. I'm still just learning at the end of the day. But yeah, I'm trying to get more on TikTok to help us grow the channel.
It's better. It's better than dealing with. I mean, it's better than dealing with X.
It's all weird. Jeremy, that is probably the comment of the night.
I'm so dead. Honestly, Punk just needs to. He needs to just stay with his wife and just be a husband at this point, because he just.
Yeah, Jeremy. I just wish they could have worked it out, man. It's just a damn shame. And Tony Khan definitely should have made him do business as well. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, Jeremy. If he goes back to WWE, it just look like a big ass hypocrite. I mean, he would go back
That's
on
why I
everything he
said like he
said.
just needs to. Or I mean, if he came back to work backstage, like commentator or something like that, I'd be down. But as far as some wrestling, nah, he did. Nah, I'd rather him come back as a commentator or somebody that works at WWE backstage. Because him wrestling, I'm not with it no more after the whole AEW thing. I'll still always be a fan of Punk, from when he was in WWE. But no, ever since the whole AEW thing, I don't know. I thought the Bloodline was a hot head. No, CM Punk's a hot head in real life, let alone a dang storyline. Well, then again, Jey Uso is a hot head too. So.
He was jaded. Yeah. Punk definitely his in ring. He's getting older. You could tell he's getting older.
Yeah, he needs to retire and be with his wife. Like, honestly. Picture in picture and don't go anywhere.
I guess they're gonna do that match at Wrestle Dream probably. Or soon. Yeah, we definitely saw some ring rust. And he's not getting any younger.
You brewed at the top of the round. There's no sense. Let's sleep. You said you wanted my. You said you wanted my position in the company, but you said this whole time to fight me instead of doing it yourself. And last week, for 1 second, when you said to me, I think you said to me, for 1 second, that you had some balls. But after the match, I'm pretty sure you're just keeping stored away in Prince Carlos for the
I think the O's lost tonight.
Oh man, but they've been doing pretty good though.
Yeah, 1-0. 1-0. Congrats, Jeremy. That should be a fun time, man. Fun time. AEW shows are fun. You in Kansas City? Cool.
I haven't been to one of those AW shows yet.
Definitely, Jeremy. I'll be looking out for it, brother. Got you. Yeah, AEW's enjoyable, man. Very fun shows.
Man, I'm hyped about this Mania. Like, I can't wait. As soon as we get the rest of the what's name book, we in the home stretch. Yeah, we'll and actually, me and Wifey, we'll take care of our portion like ASAP. Where it's like soon. It's
How
been
far is
kinda
that
hectic
drive,
between
Jeremy?
days.
I choose the great state that birthed good old Swerve Strickland. October 1st, in the city of Seattle, also known as Whose House?
We be trying to do it because that's what people be interacting with the drama.
An hour. Okay.
I'm like this. Thanking this green.
That's not too bad.
I'm gonna make sure you don't get comfortable by the time you get there. So the mobile X will tune you up a little bit. Ain't that right for the page?
Every time.
Okay, Jeremy. Shout out to the Midwest. You a Chiefs fan, or you not really into football like that? Where Leo at, man? I need to.
Oh no, he just left. Oh no, I was just telling Byron. I said we're gonna handle ours like soon.
Ooh. Got you.
We'll definitely take care of it this weekend.
Got you. Yeah, Jeremy. Patrick Mahomes is a bad man.
Well,
Definitely
Kermit the Frog. I was actually pulling for them opening day, and they lost. I was kind of upset about that.
Yeah, the Lions are pretty good.
I just have to right now because I'm not here to talk about me. But I come here, and just like everybody else, you're asking about Chris Jericho. You're asking about Chris Jericho. Why don't we talk about how the Arizona Cardinals were doing my dance this past Sunday after we got set? Why don't we talk about how I went viral 4 times over in 1 month? Why don't we talk about the career of Daniel Garcia that just keeps climbing and climbing?
I would not agree more. I would love to hear more about the career of Daniel Garcia because I know being Chris Jericho's best friend for 34 years. When you're around Jericho, it's all about him. He's the ultimate narcissist.
Yeah, Jeremy, I feel you, brother.
We're going to construct a utopian meritocracy whereby each member for themselves. But hey, that's money. Let's get some of that money.
Yeah, Jeremy. I don't even. Yeah. I'm sure you were shocked. Oh, there's Leo. I was laughing and watching Prince Nana dance. It's like, look at Leo. Look at Leo. Look at Leo over there. Are you getting Mortal
Then he
Kombat,
comes back.
Leo?
I'm thinking about it.
Yeah, looks pretty cool so far.
Well, I'm definitely after take care of bills. I'm copping. I'm definitely going to cop Madden, but after bills come first. I gotta get back on the fight for AW, fight for every game. I haven't played that game in a minute.
Shout out to my sister, Miss Queen.
Oh, Luchasaurus looked like a dinosaur lion. What's going on, Miss Queen in the building? Yeah, much love with it.
Why are they doing that match on Rampage? That Lander and Jay Cargo.
Christian, when are you going to defend that title? Because you're just running your mouth.
Why are they doing a rematch for that on Rampage? Why? That's stupid. I hope Chris Statlander. I feel like Chris Statlander should win though. Yeah,
So
Jeremy,
Darby
I
and
heard
Sting
about
versus Christian
that.
Luchasaurus.
I don't know, man. I don't know how to feel about it because I feel like people are going to try to demean still what AEW
We'll see you
did
in New York City.
of selling all those tickets. I feel like it still was a major event. They sold the most tickets ever. Let them have their victory. If the turnstiles only said 72,265, I'm sure I feel like those numbers could be off though. I feel like, not saying it's 10,000 off, but I don't know, man. I feel like it's still some shady business behind that. I feel like they said it was 80,000 people there. It was 80,000 people there.
Viewers, 72,265 Wembley.
Yeah, they were saying that that's what they recorded coming through the turnstiles. I don't know, man. I don't know. It's one of those things where I'm not tripping about. I feel like they did what they needed to do. They had a great show. They
Brian
had the numbers.
Danielson and Claudio versus Ricky Starks and Big Bill on Collision. Iron Savages for the AEW World Tag. I guess they're doing tag team championship matches.
But yeah, we'll see.
It is official. We have Donkey versus Adam Page. And we have the GOAT, Bryanson, versus Zach Efron Jr. I don't know.
Yeah, Fightful is it can definitely be annoying.
Wrestle Dream. First Chicken versus Hangman Adam Page.
Man, that is coming up.
Brian versus Zack Sabre Jr. is gonna be a fire match. I'm so ready.
I think Heyman and Swerve is going to be good. They're probably going to do Takeshita versus Ibushi.
That's gonna be a great one.
Yeah.
100 points. 100 points. 100 points. 100 points.
He blocked you. He was smoking on stream? Oh, wow. Why did he block you, though? If he was smoking, who cares? Weed is legal in most states now. If he wants to smoke, let him smoke. Apparently, Mark, with the turnstiles in Wembley, they only recorded 72,265. So, but the AEW said it was 81,35. So, the 10,000 missing, I don't know, man. I feel like people are going to use that to try to demean what they did. Oh, they didn't sell 80,000. I don't even care anymore. It was a great show. It was a great moment. Great atmosphere. Yeah.
tickets again.
Yeah, man. People like Sean Ross Sapp, people that are industry plants or kiss asses who don't have a mind of their own, they always get offended easily and want to block people for speaking truth. So, he's not going to keep it all the way real because he wants to keep his good graces, his media passes, and get invited to the events and get the scoop. So, hey, man, the real ones know. The real ones know. Mark, I wouldn't be surprised. Would not be surprised. Don't be surprised if WWE goes to Wembley soon either.
They're probably gonna go next year sometime. Probably I can see it if they want to do a UK show.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Oh, was he smoking? Was he doing coke or smoking weed, Jeremy? Because that looks like he's doing coke if he's playing with his nose.
This message on your phone, stop scrolling.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised.
How much money is in your bank account right now?
Leo's like, I'm so dead.
I was on the phone with Jugs. That's why I stepped out.
No, you good. I just was laughing. I just saw Prince Nana dancing. I was like, oh, where's Leo? Had the green suit on. I wonder who's going to win this Roger Strong Samoa Joe match, though. It's kind of unpredictable. I can't lie. I really don't know who's going to win. Yes, sir. That Booker should.
Oh, no, probably Samoa Joe.
Let me know who y'all think's going to win, Samoa Joe or Roderick Strong. I wouldn't be mad at either one. It's a story with both. Oh, shoot.
Because now he done dragged me into this and I can't get out of it.
Alexa, volume 7.
Jugs is a busy man. He's too busy for us.
No, it's the whole WrestleMania thing. He got me into it and I can't even get out of it.
Oh, shoot.
Because, remember how we did
that's a whole...
Because now, since I'm not going, whatever, he had to refund the tickets and he couldn't refund them with the affirm thing because now it's digging into his credit and he has to pay like $1,400 or something. And pretty much, he said he's not going to do it and his friend's not going to do it. So Dylan wants me or Jugs to pay that or pay $228 a month. And I told Jugs, you just send it and I'll just buy full gear because that's the deal we made. Now he doesn't know because his parents doesn't want him sending that money.
Right.
And it's like, I don't know what Dylan's going to do.
And I just told Leo that,
people don't play about their money. Like, you got to understand that. That's what I was telling Dylan. I'm not Dylan, but Jugs. People don't play about their money. And you don't know what people will go to what they can go to for their money. Because, that's digging into his, checking. Not his checking, but his, stuff like that. And that's going to put him in debt. So that's what I was saying. You're digging into somebody's credit. You're going to put somebody in debt. You don't do that. And it's like, I was trying to tell Jugs, you should do it. And since you were kind of the main one that wanted to do the whole affirm thing, so I feel like it would be fair if you were to do it. But he doesn't want to do it. And it's like, you don't know what Dylan's going to do. He might even want to take legal action or something.
Well, Mark, they got the story with the Adam Cole, Roderick Strong, MJF thing. So they could do that. Or they could do the Samoa Joe thing. But like Jeremy said, they could just do the Samoa Joe thing later.
So that's literally been having me stressed out all day. I ain't going to lie to you, Brian.
Yeah, I feel you. Yeah, that whole situation was just
because it's I feel like he kind of dragged me into the situation and now I can't even get out of it into a position to where I wasn't even ready.
Yeah.
So I feel like out of fairness, I feel like he should be the one to take care of it since he kind of did bring me into it. When you think, Burn, if he was kind of the main one to bring me in on it.
I didn't know if Firm didn't refund
and
it.
plus, they don't refund because they're partnered with SeatGeek, and SeatGeek don't do refunds.
Sorry, you're going to do that.
The only
Right.
thing that we were able to give Dylan was a gift card to use for something else for SeatGeek or to swap them.
Oh, that's crazy. That's crazy.
Okay, I got it.
Yeah, they should definitely. I don't know. I just feel like they should do a better job at that. 'Cause, you know, what if somebody can't go?
Exactly.
First time I realized it's not.
Yeah, Jeremy, I think Samoa Joe MJF is a pay-per-view match. You could do the Roderick Strong on free TV with MJF.
It's not me being rude, because Judge's my boy, my brother at the end of the day. But I feel like he kind of put me in a position to where I wasn't even ready for it because it's like I didn't even know what I was going to do yet. So I feel like when you think of it like that, I feel like you should be able to pay him back for that since you were kind of the main one doing it.
Yeah, like I said, that whole y'all should have just probably waited to get the tickets.
Yeah, and I can't go anymore because of health reasons. Like I'm not going to be healthy. Sorry.
Yeah.
And I don't want it to become an issue where he gets mad at us or gets mad at you guys because of something we did, or he wants to take legal action or worse.
Yeah. That's why I said, yeah, just that whole situation with the firm. That's why I said, just wait a week or two. Then if you want to do it, okay, cool. But yeah, impulsive buying, man, it's a real thing.
Yeah, because I just don't want to burn any bridges or put him in debt or anything. But it's like, what can I do? I don't have a job. I don't have any money, and it's going to take me time to get to be able to start doing something. I mean, I'm in the process of looking now, so it's going to take time before I'm actually able to land something.
Right.
That's why I said if Chugs was to pay for it, what I can do is just send him something whenever I start working and pay him something so it's fair. Or I literally told him, if you do that, I can purchase full gear. Just that it was one of the deals that we talked about. Like, I don't mind doing that. Like, if you did that, then I can pay you back somewhere. Even if it's not like the full amount, but giving you something, like, that's not a problem.
Right.
So maybe if there's a situation, maybe you, me, Mark, and talk with Jugs so we can talk about it to figure something out. So, because I don't.
So they're saying he has to pay back the whole amount, basically.
By March.
That's weird. Yeah, so I'm like, I don't know why they give you credit, but they make you pay it back. That's weird. Yeah,
And it's like either
crazy situation.
Yeah, and it's like you have to do the 228, which would be a monthly. Like if he was to do it 228 a month up until February or March or something like that, or he could probably pay it all now just to get it out the way because
And if he has the whole amount for that, then he needs to just stop worrying about everybody else and send me his whole amount for the Airbnb too. Because I'm tired of him saying, I'll just wait for everybody else. Why do you have to wait for everybody else when you can just easily send the whole amount for yours and get it out the way?
Yeah, that's what I say. Y'all would, if that was the case, y'all just would have been better off just keeping the tickets and just paying for them.
I ain't trying to be mean, but Jugs ain't a smart individual when it comes to certain things like that. I ain't gonna cap. I'm just gonna put it out there. I said what I said. I'm not taking it back.
I just would have. Y'all should have just. I just would have waited. I just would have waited.
Because he said he's still going.
Mark, yeah, WrestleMania tickets.
Yeah.
But it was for 4 people, Mark. So it was $220 a month. So yeah. Yeah, that just makes me never want to use a firm because they definitely be getting over on people with that. I'll just pay
Not
for
even that,
it.
but he shouldn't have put Leo in that bad spot to begin with.
Yeah, because they know I've
That's what we gonna do. We just
Because
gonna
I
buy our
never,
Mania tickets
they
on
know I
tax
never
time.
been on a trip. I never been out of traveled. I never been to like an event, so I wouldn't know anyway. So it's like I didn't know any better.
Yeah, it's just all four of y'all, because y'all got the
He
tickets,
says
and then it was like
he says that's the
the
thing,
next day.
but he literally said flat out he's not paying for it because that's going to put him in debt, and his friend is not going to do it either. He literally said that over the phone.
Yeah, that's what I'm like.
So it's like he said he's not going to do it. His friend's not going to do it. So he wants me or him to.
That's why I said I wouldn't even have got the tickets unless y'all was 100% like, all right, we going, boom, boom, boom. But if we don't, this is the contingency plan type of thing. But yeah, that's why I just said I'd rather wait, because I wasn't trying to sit at the top anyway. I would have rather just if I'm gonna sit up there, I would just stay home if that's the case, because I'm not sitting all the way up there. But yeah, definitely. Like I said, it's just I would have just,
Because it's like I already have
communicated
enough on my plate as it is. I already have enough on my plate as it is. Health reasons and trying to get my health back. Like I don't need to be worrying about this right now because it's gonna send me back into the hospital. Like I literally just got out, and it's gonna send me right back there. Like my blood pressure is gonna go up again. Like, like I don't even want to deal with this right now. Hold on,
I don't even
that's
think
definitely
they. All right, yeah, go ahead. It's through a firm, so I don't think they have the tickets technically.
No, Dylan said he can't even. He can't even get the tickets back through a firm. So he can't get them back.
That's what I'm saying.
Can't get his money back.
Definitely, Jeremy. Yeah, it's a bucket list item. Yeah, I'm still planning on going, Raj. I'm just talking about the situation that they're in. Dylan, Juggernaut, Sam, and Leo. Basically, I don't know if you remember, Raj. They got the tickets to a firm, but then the next day they reneged. They refunded everything for the tickets, but now a firm, you still have to pay them, even though you did it, and you get like a credit, get like a gift card. I don't even know how much the gift card is worth. So basically, you still got to pay the money either way.
That was Dylan. He said after stream, can we do a group FaceTime with him?
Yeah, I didn't answer because I was eating and I'm on the stream, so that's why I didn't answer.
No, after stream.
And that's
Is
probably
what for
him calling
Jugs?
wife.
I don't know what it's for. He said just call him after the. Dylan said call him after the stream. He wants to do a group FaceTime with us.
Yeah, Raj, a firm definitely getting people with that one.
Yeah, that's fine.
You good with that, Burn? Because he said he wants to talk to us. I don't. He said immediately after stream, so I guess it's serious. Whatever it is.
99, Jeremy. Ooh, was it one of the major pay-per-views?
Yeah, I'm down with it.
Kansas City.
Was it Royal Rumble, Mania, SummerSlam?
Live in Kansas City. I don't know. Yeah, a firm does sound shaky as hell. Oh shoot! Over the limit? Was that it, Jeremy?
I don't know if that was.
He said the Owen Hart fatality. Oh shoot!
I missed that pay-per-view. I ain't seen that pay-per-view in a minute. I used to love that pay-per-view Over the Limit.
I'm creating a group chat with us right now. And
Yeah, shout out to Mark for the little context clue, because I'm like, Owen Hart. I'm like, oh, that was 99. Damn, Jeremy, how was that?
oh, brother, that's sad.
Imagine if that was
Oh,
the
man.
damn Over the Edge. Oh, I said Over the Limit. Yeah, that a terrible name for what happened, by the way.
Yeah, it was.
Imagine if that was in today's world. Social media, people would have videos of it and everything.
That's a thing. Social media isn't as big as it was back then. It is now because it would probably been worse.
But this match right now, Samoa Joe and Roderick Strong, it's going pretty ham. Oh my gosh, it's going crazy.
Hopefully, he doesn't break his neck because his neck is already. I don't know what the state of his neck is right now.
Oh yeah, if he hurts his neck again, he's probably screwed.
Yeah, nobody knew what happened.
Faking it, but then again, I could.
And then they still continued the pay-per-view, right? They still had other matches.
Samoa Joe got him around the neck. It's over. I knew Samoa Joe was going to win. I knew that from the jump.
This man's got a clothesline.
But Byron, you down for the FaceTime chat after the
I mean, I don't know what y'all need me on there for. That's why I told y'all just wait. I told y'all wait.
I don't know.
I mean, I'll listen. I don't have nothing to say. Like I said,
It was
just,
Dylan.
like I said, if y'all knew y'all wasn't gonna get them, y'all would have been better off just paying for the tickets every month and going. If that was the case, because now y'all got to pay for it anyway. So he said he's not going to pay for it.
I'm just going by Dylan. I'm just going by Dylan's request. And I'd rather have a media in it now because if he got ugly, I'm not the one.
Because if he said he's not paying for it,
I'm telling you on God right now.
Hard cam side. Damn.
Need a media in there, mediator, because if not, I'm not the one.
Yeah, I just would have wish I would have waited.
I don't know.
Because
it's like, it's like people know like I am. Like I don't. It's like you kind of brought me to a position that I wasn't ready for, wasn't prepared for.
I said this once and I said it again. If it has,
Mark, I told him wait. I told him wait, brother. I told him wait. I just told him wait.
He went with the Hot Days video.
My name Ben and I ain't in it either. Like, Mark, like, I'm the same way. I ain't in it either.
Respectfully, Brian, I don't want anything to do with it.
Yeah, Raj, people can't be reneging. Either you're in or you're out of it. Exactly. And I'm telling you now, I don't mind being a part of the phone call, but if I had leave me and wifey out of it, because if you put my name in it, then I'm my name is Ben and I'm really not in it. I already know what me and her gonna do. I'm waiting for everybody else to just regularly pay me for the Airbnb, and I'm gonna keep it moving.
So, Mark, basically, they agreed to do the Affirm thing, so they didn't have to pay all the money up front. They just pay every month. But then the next day, they were like, "Well, we want to sit closer." So they basically.
He pretty much pulled out because he wants to sit closer. I pulled out because of health reasons, and I have to take care of my health. Like health becomes before anything, honestly. So and I wasn't going to be in any good shape, health wise, to go.
So now basically it's between you two to pay it back because Dylan and Sam said they're not paying it back. So it's just a weird.
That's why I told. I was telling Jugs just pay it because you have the money.
Yep.
And it's not going to affect you too much. Just pay it and get out the way, and I can pay you something as time goes on. I can't wrestle, unfortunately, Mark. I just can't. I was not medically cleared to compete.
Yep. All these BS from tax time. We just buy that many tickets, all right.
I can't get cleared. Unfortunately, I will never be able to get cleared.
Yep. Because I really want, and when I really want to go, I just pay the price of where I really want to go to. So it's either, like Raj said, it's either you in it or you're not in it, basically. But this Raj,
because you know my situation,
whole relationship is weird.
Because you know my situation.
Yeah,
you know,
I know, and I respect it.
Like,
I respect it. I keep it $1. I keep it 100. I respect all of it.
And Byron, you can agree too. Like health becomes before anything. And it's like when you feel like you were brought into something you weren't ready for and have no knowledge about, then it's like you have no idea.
No, when I meant by whose name is in it, it's like it was supposed to be all of us, but it was a lack of miscommunication amongst almost certain
well, I think
and then it just got crazy.
That's what I said. That's what I just said. Just wait. That's why I just told everybody, just wait. Just you're better off waiting and getting it later.
I said the same thing.
Especially if
I said the same thing.
Yeah, y'all would have just been better off waiting.
But people,
and then knowing, okay, let's say let's say we do affirm and then it doesn't work, then knowing like, okay, if we can't cancel, so we basically screwed. So yeah, that's why
I said the same thing, but you know what? I'm not saying this, and I'm not saying this to Leo because it's not his fault, or to Sam and Dylan because they're new and I respect them. I'm not saying that I don't respect Jugs, but sometimes people gotta learn stuff the hard way just for them to like be like, oh yeah, I should have listened to blah blah blah. Because when you don't listen and you do it your own way, you get screwed.
Honestly, because I feel like I got screwed over in a way. And it's
Yeah,
like,
Mark. Well, we're not gonna have it on stream. We would just.
and and when you really look at it,
Why
it
you
really
fuming
wasn't
at
my
the mouth, my
fault.
guy?
Yeah, it's
Jesus.
just like, yeah, both of y'all should have just been like, nah, we'll wait, and we'll see what other options we are. Because then, but literally the next day, he was like, can't go. Okay, cool. Jugs wants to sit closer.
My option
Okay,
is
cool.
I don't care where I sit as long as I have a good view. I pay money for a good view. I'm chilling. I kept saying that regardless since day one. But everybody wanted to have their
Like,
opinions.
and here's the thing, it really isn't my fault though, because literally the next day I literally went to the doctor because they wanted to have me come in and talk to me, and they told me about my diagnosis, and I have like an illness going on, and that I have to move quickly or it's gonna get worse. So I'm going through this treatment as it is now, and it takes a lot of
Yeah,
energy
Mark,
out
he's
of
not
me.
messing around. It was crazy.
You know,
Ooh,
so
we
it's
got
like,
Saray and Tony Storm. Ooh, Saray and Tony Storm. That's gonna be nice next week. And we got Claudio versus Kingston. Okay, I'm with it. I'm.
you hear me? You hear me, Lamar?
I heard it.
Because the day where I told them I couldn't go, I went to the doctor and they told me my diagnosis that I'm dealing with an illness, and they have to
Yeah,
move
with your back or
quickly.
whatever. Right?
They have to
The
move
surgery.
quickly with that, or it's gonna get worse. So I have to go through this treatment or potentially get surgery. Like, I can't focus on that when it really wasn't my fault. That's what I said. I just told him, like, respectfully, like, I don't mind giving you something in return, like, but at least do that so it doesn't become a problem or anything else. Yeah, but AEW is over on my end.
Yeah, it's over on my end too. Appreciate
It's over
everybody
on
for
my end
tuning in
too.
tonight. What you guys think about the show tonight?
It was okay. I think it was a solid show. I really couldn't pay attention over me being very
Honestly, it
stressed
was
tonight.
for what?
Things like that, but it was a okay show.
Yeah. Well,
I mean,
Leo,
I'm
let
like
him
Leo.
know.
It was pretty solid.
My show is kicking with Leo, you guys. I do wrestling horror content, gaming content, wrestling content pretty much every day of the week. On the road to 700. Help me get there, you guys. I appreciate everybody. That's I'm actually calling now. We're gonna
Yeah, go ahead, bro. Go ahead, hop on there. I'll hop on in a second when I end this, brother.
Okay.
Lamar, you can hop on too. I'll end it, and I'll hop on in a minute. All right, appreciate y'all. But yeah, we have
brother.
AEW Dynamite.
What's going on?
Is over for the night. We got MJF who will be challenging or being challenged by Samoa Joe next week, AEW Grand Slam. That's Saray and Tony Storm as Tony Storm won the women's 4-way match, rolling up Dr. Britt Baker DMD. So we'll have a matchup of former stablemates at Grand Slam next week. We got Rey Fenix challenging Jon Moxley for the AEW International Championship. That should be good. And we got Claudio taking on Eddie Kingston, winner take all, Ring of Honor New Japan Strong Openweight Championship match. That'll be a banger as well. On Rampage, we got Jay Cargill and Chris Statlander. And we got the Acclaim in action. So, Smart. I don't even know why they want me on there, brother. I ain't got nothing to do with it. I told everybody just wait. You don't got the money for the tickets, just wait till you get the money. You can get WrestleMania tickets up until probably the day of WrestleMania. Yeah, I think this show was a good 7.5 out of 10. Definitely better than last week, Jeremy. It was a very story-driven. Had some good stories built up for next week. Next week, it's going to look like it's going to be even better than this week. So next week might be an 8, 9 out of 10 show. The ending was fantastic. Definitely a banger. Yeah, Jade came back last Saturday, Mark, on Collision. So they're doing a rematch. I'm intrigued to see if they're going to put the title back on Jade or if they're going to allow Chris Statlander to continue her reign. We got Swerve and Adam Hangman Page made for Wrestle Dream. We got Bryan Danielson taking on Zack Sabre Jr. at Wrestle Dream. Both Swerve and Danielson are from Seattle, where Wrestle Dream is being held. And we got Takeshita and Ibushi. Looks like going to happen as well at Wrestle Dream also. But we do this every Wednesday. AEW Dynamite will be live next Wednesday. AEW Grand Slam, big show, big time matches. Should be very, very fun. We also got Chris Jericho taking on Sammy Guevara one-on-one. That should be fun. Hit the like button on your way out. Hit the subscribe button. Hit that bell. Let me know how you guys are feeling heading into Grand Slam. Should be a big, big, big time show. Only place giving you sports how you want when you need it. Mark, Jeremy, Lamar, Leo, Eric, Chris, everybody in the chat tonight. Appreciate you guys so much for the love and support. Appreciate you guys being here. Of course, he's still listening, Jeremy. He's listening to criticism, whether he wants to or not. But I'm definitely looking forward to next week. Should be a big time show. Got some big time matches. We got Sting and Darby taking on Christian and Luchasaurus as well. Thank you, Jeremy. Appreciate it, man. I'll definitely be watching Off the Script tonight a little later. If I don't watch it tonight, definitely tomorrow. But appreciate you, Jeremy, stopping in. Glad you found our channel. Hope you like what you see. Like I said, thank you for subscribing. Thank you for hitting the like button. We do this every week. We do all AEW and WWE pay-per-views, premium live events, special episodes of SmackDown and Collision. And of course, we do the flagship podcast on Mondays where we talk about mainly NFL, NBA, MLB, big sports topics as well. But God's favorite host here, guys. Thank you, everybody. Appreciate you being here. Appreciate you spending some time with us on your Wednesday evening. Good show of AEW. And until next time you see us, hit the bell. Vote on the poll on your way out. I'm getting out of here. Peace. Have a good night. Appreciate it, Jeremy. Looking forward to having you here, brother.